Truman! Yeah. What's up? What's up? Just waiting for Frank. Should be here very soon.
They're always coming here with them pretty speech. Pretty chat. We're tired of that, you know.
Yeah, we're tired of that. Pretty chat. Government. Yeah. Taking over. Abaga chat. That's all them do. Abaga chat. Abaga chat. Abaga chat. Yeah. From the country. Elizabeth. From the country. Way Ilani. Westmoreland. Mobay. Abaga chat. Abaga chat. Abaga chat. That's all them do. Abaga chat. Abaga chat. Abaga chat. Government. Looking out. Something for one. Less talking. More action. For the people. Not one. Oh, yeah. Abaga chat. Hey, abaga chat. That's all them do. So I have my Plogs here. Today we're going to look at ignorance. Ignoring at your own risk. The government. Prime Minister. Yeah. Ignoring at your own risk. The myth number 314-15-9265-358. Something serious. Ne vous arrêtez pas maintenant. Do not stop now. Don't stop us now. Yeah. Sorry. La confiance en soi, which is self-belief. I think it's self-belief. And yeah, that's it. Those ones. So Frank should be joining me very soon. Abaga chat. Abaga chat. That's all them do. PT. Big news. PT will be forward again on the Truman Show. March 25th. Make it a date. Don't be late. Definitely. This is a half hour, 40 minutes, 45 minutes maybe. It's going to be on Vedic philosophies. I want to bring up some stuff like the whole thing about philosophy from what Babylon gave us as a definition is the study of knowledge, wisdom, all this. Like if we go get the what they give us now? Hold on. Philosophy. Let's see. Philosophy meaning. Well, not meaning, but the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence. So there's three very existential questions that we should all explore, I guess, if you want to say. Where are we? Where I am? Where am I? What am I coming to do here? And that's it. Who I am. So if I can find the clue to those three answers, I'm very close to ultimate wisdom. I think that's the. Now, will I ever find out where I am? Oh, big question. That's what I was talking with Kim the other day, my loved wife, about where we are. But Frank is here. Oh, hold on.
We made it.
Uh,
Woo!
okay, you're there. Thanks. You made it.
Yeah, yeah. Greetings. Greetings,
That's
Johnny.
good. Frank is jumping in after work and everything. So yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah. Clocking out one and then logging into another.
yeah, that's it. So that's it. Large up, Frank, for your full presence and power here tonight again. It's a
Yes,
pleasure
yes.
to
My
have
pleasure.
you. We had to do it a bit later than our usual time because I had something to do early. So I
Right.
said, "Oh, we're gonna jump in at 8:15." I could have put 8:30 too. I didn't mind.
Yeah, yeah.
But you are here, so we're gonna look at PT's Plog. PT's
PTP
Plog.
log. Yes.
I'll
That's
get it.
good. Yeah, yeah.
I'll get it eventually. But that's what I was talking about. The big news is that PT will be forward on the Truman Show again.
Yes. That's
That's a
great.
big gift. Big,
Yeah.
big gift. Every time he comes, I consider this. I value this. Value, I prefer the word value.
Yes.
I
Definitely.
value this highly. Definitely. It's a blessing. Come on. Even
Yeah.
me, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed all the time. I'm overwhelmed from the moment I get off my bed. Like everything overwhelms me here. It's like so much, man. Life is so abundant in vibration and in emotion that we can experience, and joy and pleasures and pain and torture and boredom.
Yeah.
Bring it on. We can experience all kinds of stuff. But
Mhm.
I think the goal is definitely to kill the boredom. Kill the
Right.
boredom.
Right. Right.
Kill the boredom. If you kill the boredom, wow. Now you're not gonna waste time no more. You're not gonna, because you give in to, and that's what I was telling you. Now I'm going all over the place. I was talking about PT back on the Truman Show about philosophy. I haven't finished what I was gonna say,
Right.
because if I go with philosophy, what they say here, Babylon, the definition, they
Hmm.
say the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence, especially when considered as an academic discipline.
Hmm.
I have so much question about existence itself. Just
Oh yeah.
about existence. What are we doing here? And also, I had an epiphany yesterday. I think I told you. We are so blind. So blind. But
Hmm.
not only blind to the truth, we're also blind to the lies. We are completely in the freaking dark in our default state
Hmm.
because we can't even see the truth. The truth, forget about it. But the lies, even the lies and the deception, we can't even see it.
Yeah.
So it's total, total blindness, total darkness. Wow.
Yeah.
Because I was reflecting on something and it came to me. I said, yeah, we're also, not only we're blind to the truth, but we're blind to the lies and deception too.
Yeah.
Pretty profound.
Hmm.
Anyway, we're going to start, Frank, with
Let's go.
the myth number 314 1592 65358.
Oh yes. 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 Here we go.
What a myth. I think is that the 314 3.14 is that the pi number?
Is that pi? Yeah, 3.14. I'm not sure what it happens after 1 4 in
Yeah,
the pi
me too.
number.
I know it's 3.1415, I think, but the rest I don't know. But it looks this way.
It does. Yeah, yeah. It does look like
That would
interesting.
have been a good number to choose if you want to choose a long number. But I
All
think
right.
pi, and I think it is pi because he put three dots at the end, and pi is infinite. I think. Eh?
All right. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure about that. I would have to
But
go back into the study of pi and the golden ratio and stuff. I've looked at this stuff right at the beginning of this whole awakening. So yeah, I would have to go back into it, but I think it's pi. Anyway, so yeah,
yeah.
I'll let you start with the English and I'll do the French after, and we'll exchange our exchange. Same like impossible. You say it's impossible, but you say impossible. Like what is it? I'm confused. Eh? Un- Ungrateful. It like there was so many words like that today. I was taking a walk with Kim. I'm like, Why do we say impatient? I'm
Right.
impatient, but you say I'm patient, but technically you're not patient because you say you're impatient. So it's so confusing, the English, man, and the French
uh,
also is the same. Anyway, let's go, Frank. That's on you.
yeah, curious, right?
Yeah.
Well, the myth number 31415926535 dot dot dot. Silly pretenders of saintlyhood like Gandhi have helped in establishment of the myth best way to lose oneself is in the service of others. Lotus Ocean states that such service is the best way of increasing the ego. It's only in service to the divine can one lose oneself. Service to divine is automatically a service to whole creation.
Just imagine a world where people would give thanks for life, be grateful,
Yeah.
and serve iron divine the proper. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So, mythe numéro 314 159. En tout cas, I'm going to spare you the numbers. Des prix. Je pense pas que c'est vrai. I don't think it's really necessary. That's my point.
Right, right.
So, the myth number 314, something. Bon, OK. Des prétentieux faux saints comme Gandhi ont contribué à l'établissement de ce mythe. Le meilleur moyen de se perdre est au service des autres. LotusOcean affirme que ce service est le meilleur moyen d'accroître l'ego. C'est seulement au service du divin que l'on peut se perdre. Le service du divin est automatiquement un service à la création tout entière. Like I said, the music, là, I don't care how many times I do this. I do it for the divine. I do it to call the herd back home. So it's not because uh, I necessarily have a goal for my own self or have a precise thing with that. I want to be of service. And I know
Yeah.
music can get to people. So I'm using music as a tool because we have many tools in our toolbox, but we use just a few things here and there. I think we all have a toolbox full of tools, and it's just up to us to find the proper tool to work with to be in of service of Iron Divine. Like my thing is music, your thing might be something else, and we're all deeply compromised. No matter what you're gonna do here to try to wake up this world or wake yourself up, it's gonna be within the system.
Hmm.
That's for sure. You have to use the system to get rid of the system. How do you think you're gonna get to another uh, side of our evolution without using what we have already in our hands? So we have a set of tools. Like first of all, you are the main tool. It's you. So you have to realize that too. That you are the main tools.
Hmm.
Two, also reach out to others. You know, your voice, like I say often here, my voice will reach a certain amount of people, and that's okay. I'm not, the world doesn't revolve around Truman. No? Forget about that. No? So it's not because I'm here on YouTube that the world's going to change too. Like, it's up to us. That's something we should do all together. We should be all part of this great change, of this great awakening, of this, it's the greatest time to be alive, but not too many of us realize that because stuck in the ego and always, like he said here, to be of service. We want to be of service, but service to others. We never really put at the middle of our service duty, even if you serve for others, put the divine in the middle of this. Because if you don't, you will get lost at sea eventually. Definitely. But if
Hmm.
you put the divine at the middle of everything that you do, you will always have guidance. You will always find guidance and light and love and everything that you need to keep rising because they want to mess with your rise. That's why they
Yeah.
mesmerize you with nonsense. They want to mess with your rise, and because you are blind to freaking everything and you walk blind like a bat, well, you don't even see it. And you don't even see that the service you think is the service you should do to others is not really supporting the whole often. So
Right.
I think if we put this service thing to Iron Divine, but also with something within the system, like when I'm doing the music, I know the music is. I try to do it in a way that it's energizing, that it's motivation, that it's
Yeah.
you know something make you feel good. It makes me feel good, so I like it. I like
Yeah.
PT's music too. PT's a great musician, also.
Yeah.
Not only a great writer, but he's a great musician, a great poet, a great like.
Yeah.
And at this point, when you're as high as him on the hierarchy of Iron Divine, let's say there's Iron Divine on top. There's like a hierarchy. PT must should be right below it. Should be the
Mhm.
like he should be the grand master of this plane. I don't think we would be in so much chaos and nonsense and torture. And
Yeah.
but again, that's something I want to approach with him. What was the philosophy about life back
Mhm.
1,000 years ago? Because we don't, uh, for sure, don't live the same way people used to live 1,000 years ago.
Right.
Definitely, it has to evolve. I think so.
Right.
We're in a period of devolution, of distraction, of everything that is taking you out of being of service to Iron Divine, and realize that this is the path maybe you should take to liberate you from your boredom, your torture, your all your bad habits. And because
Mhm.
once you find that path also to Iron Divine, you stop wasting time. The devil wants you to stay to keep wasting time. So
Yeah.
keep wasting your time on distraction and nonsense stuff that doesn't make you evolve or contribute to your evolution, and you have played in the devil's hand. They want your time.
Yep.
It's a time thing. We put a lot of value on time as
Mhm.
human. I said it often. You will give more value to someone that takes his time to go paint a school than if he gives $500 to that school. You will put more value on the time. So the time is everything, and your time on earth is limited. So if they capture it, that's what they want. So stop
Mhm.
wasting your time in being in service of others, thinking that this is the way to go, and just switch that to be of service of Iron Divine in the middle of your craft, and
Yeah.
everything will be so much lighter, so much easier, less confusing. You have more clarity, less brain fog. Look, I could add it and add
Mm.
stuff. It's to me,
Yeah.
it is the way to serve Iron Divine. If not, what boring shit are you doing? If you're not serving Iron Divine, to be honest, that's what it is. You
Right.
must be
Right.
doing something pretty freaking boring, because but you don't see it's boredom because you cover it with distraction. Your boredom. You go to football games, to this, to that, and you listen to movies and shows, and you do all kinds of stuff to cover that non-alignment with Iron Divine, of service to Iron Divine. So you just cover it with nonsense. And at one point, you're supposed to be planted, but at one point you become buried in nonsense if you're not
Oh, yeah.
vigilant and become of service to Iron Divine, like what you do and what I do and what a lot of people do. Have put
Mm.
decided to put God or the divine in the middle of their craft. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's the essence of this whole life, to find your path. You have to be of service. You have to serve. PBS, praise, bow, and serve. Simple, but
Mhm.
not so simple in a world filled with confused muggle.
Yeah.
So it's very simple. Very. It's nothing like it. The blueprint is within us also. You don't even need to dig. You don't even need to ask no one. You might need guidance and teachings and stuff, yes. But the blueprint is inside you, just like inside me, inside all of us.
Mhm.
So I don't get the well, I get it. We're distracted. We're distracted. We just live a life of distraction instead of living a life of service. It's simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
That's
That's
true.
on you, Frank.
All right. Well, I will share some words. I'm audible. Yes, you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
Okay, very nice. So yeah, this is a great Plog. I like how he starts out. Silly pretenders of saintlyhood, like Gandhi. That's fun. And he makes a great point here in this Plog that many people think, and it is what a lot of people with extra time, maybe they're in retirement, maybe they're whatever, and they go volunteer. They're like, okay, well, I'm not doing my 9 to 5 anymore, so I'm just going to go volunteer my time at a whatever type of place. And the point that I see PT making here, and what I've heard him say in other times too, is you have to help yourself first before you can help others. Because say you're doing all these things and giving your time and your energy to different groups that are whatever, feeding the homeless or doing different types of service kind of things. If you're not taking the steps to actually ensure your own well-being, you're eating well, you're putting your time and attention that you need to on nature and your own centering practice, and you're working to refine your the things in your life, like what kind of clothes you're putting on your body and what kind of materials you're surrounding yourself with in your home and stuff like that. Now, if you haven't taken the time to start working on that, and you say, I'm just going to go out and I'm just going to put my efforts on, feeding the homeless or whatever it is, that's not going to get you any further out of this trap, And so one really cool thing that I heard PT say was that all of the traps that are here is based on the actions that you take with your body. So if you take actions that aren't going to be having well-being in your consciousness and having well-being as your as like part of the action you're doing, then you're going to start to put chains on yourself, whether it's the way you eat, whether it's the way you speak, whether it's how you interact with others. There's so many different ways we can trap ourselves in terms of just spreading the lie and the continuation of all of the falsity that is just the narrative that they've put out there today. And so it's not up to us to be evangelical. We're not going to and no one can be forced to change or see a perspective in a certain way, but if we are asked, then we can share. It's up to us really to just work on taking care of ourselves and work on taking care of our own evolution and working to do things in service of divine. And so, maybe that is maybe as you're doing your journey of taking care of yourself, taking care of your well-being, working on doing your repetitions and things like that, you can work on doing something positive for the environment, doing something positive for, cows. Cows are representative of the earth. You should, we should have respect for them. We should have reverence for these creatures. And so maybe bringing some awareness to, how we can feed ourselves more healthily, actually just living a lifestyle in which we are working to become more independent and become more empowered through proper choices. We can share that, not by saying everyone has to do this, but we can say, hey, look, there's many different ways that you can feed yourself in a vegetarian, nonviolent, very healthy way. And it's going to reduce any amount of health problems that might come from eating not healthily. And you'll be able to, be having less of an impact on the earth by having to take out animals or, contribute to that negative vibration, something like that, these things are just like PT says here, service to divine is automatically a service to the whole creation. Because if you start working on taking care of your well-being for real, then you start to actually serve as an example for others that others can see. You know, okay, well, if I want actually to start taking actions that are going to show care and concern for my present, for my future, what is that? What does that look like? You know, because that information is hard to come by in a coherent whole. You know, there's bits and pieces of it scattered about, and then there's a lot of confusion that's kind of arguing or saying, "Oh, well, no, this doesn't work, and this is that," and then all these people, you know, have whatever different little trends and fads that, you know, now you can't eat this, or now this is the next thing, or whatever. But what all of those things usually miss is like what is a holistic approach in general, you know, that we can be sure, you know, that these things are going to be doing well for us, and we're going to be able to feel good. We're going to be able to have more clarity, and really use our time in the best way. And yeah, this whole thing of, you know, being of service to others, I mean, really taking care of ourselves is an action that it is an opportunity. You know, other people can see what we're doing if they're curious. But like PT says, each being can only control their own actions. We can't control other beings' actions. So whenever people have reached that point in that moment where they're like, I'm ready to start taking care of myself, I'm ready to, you know, do that, then they can start, you know, seeing who has started taking those steps, and what does that option look like.
You have to really want it, and you have to repeat it to yourself too. Like the
Yes.
repetition, at one point, no matter what you repeat to your brain, it will go in that direction. But you
Yeah.
have to repeat it a few times. Like just that one day.
Yeah.
I want my well being. No, each and every day when you get off your bed, I want my well being, blah, blah, blah. You have your
Mhm.
mantra already set, you know, for
Yes.
the day. And that's how you start your day. And eventually your brain will just go in that direction.
Hmm.
Just like it goes into distraction now because that you think that this is life, being distracted. So your brain just go into this and bring your whole body into distraction. But
Hmm.
start flipping the script, and you're gonna see your body now is gonna switch, and the brain and everything. So yeah, it's just a matter of reprogramming yourself to greatness instead of devolution.
Hmm.
Like it's always very simple, but it's
Right.
not. What's very simple doesn't really often sell very well with the muggle. They
Right.
like it complicated. So yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, you want to add something else on this, Frank, or we can do the other one?
Yeah, it's just this is a great, you know, like Guru PT says here, myth that, you know, we can really get anywhere by just giving ourselves and our energy away to beings who see. The thing with the helping, you know, feed people and stuff like that, I think that there's some a good thing behind that, and people should be able to, you know, have food to eat and have resources and things like that. But at the same time, I mean, you know, giving money to homeless people or something like that, like, you just don't know what are they going to do with that energy. Are they going to use that energy for their well-being, their evolution? I don't know. It could just be a waste, and you don't want that,
Not
you know.
only that, is it really food they're serving them?
That's another thing.
Like,
That's a
is it
good
even
question.
food? Like that's
It's
what I said. If you do something, put the divine in the middle. So are you
yeah,
gonna feed scrap to homeless? Like they
right.
need to be more healthy. So feed them fruits and good fruits
Yeah,
and exotic stuff, man.
exactly.
Like
If anybody's
pineapples and
ever
shit.
on the side of
No,
the road, and like, because there's where I live, there's, you know, a lot of street people sometimes, and if I have something to give, it's always something that's food. I don't ever give money because I don't know how that energy is going to get. But
yeah,
I know if I give them this orange or whatever it is, hey, they can use that, you know, and that's
bag
gonna
of
give
apple.
them.
Bring a bag of apple to a homeless people. He will be very grateful.
Yeah,
Probably more than if you bring a McDonald meal or something, some scrap out there. Because
right.
often you go into shelters and stuff, and look what they serve people. It's
Yeah.
Look, we said it, me and PT here. It's an abundance of scrap out there,
Yes.
and it's everywhere. It's ramping everywhere. The scrap. So
Mhm.
that's why I was saying, if you do something, put the Almighty in the middle of what you do,
Yeah.
and maybe you'll get more common sense and stop feeding scrap to everyone because you think you're feeding them. Like, it's like you think you're feeding your children when you make them eat freaking
Hot dog.
hot dog, and not only hot dog, a freaking. I say it all the time, man. Fruit Loops, Fruit
Fruit
Loops.
Loops. Yeah, right.
You think you're gonna build strong children with Fruit Loops? Like, wake up! You
Yeah.
need to freaking wake up if you think that Fruit Loops is good for you.
They're gonna go loopy.
You know what's good for you? The truth. That's the only thing that's good for you, but you
Yes.
refuse it and you're blind to it.
Right, right.
I had to say it. Of course, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the muggles.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm talking to myself also. So,
Mhm.
not better than anyone. I don't know freaking nothing, me. So, anyway, I'm here to learn.
That's it.
The next one we'll do is here I have a Cher Prudence.
Oh yeah. Dear Prudence.
Prudence. Same word in
Yes.
French, prudence.
Yes. It's that
So, yeah.
Beatles song, right?
Yeah.
All right. Dear Prudence. From a virtue, prudence now has. Let me just start over. Dear Prudence. From a virtue, prudence has now become a swear word. Prude. No wonder many find P rude.
Yeah. I got something good for that. Chère Prudence, d'une vertu prudence est devenu un gros mot. Prudent, pas étonnant. Beaucoup trouvent. Puis, rude. Rude. Puis, prudent. Beaucoup trouvent prudent, mais c'est P rude. La translation n'est pas idéale ici. Là. But yeah, often people will think that because we either tell them the truth or we share some inside knowledge, often they think we deal with hate or stuff, but it's not the case. It's all love. But you have it so fucked up in your head that you think we're dealing with hate when we tell you the truth or some kind of helping and we offer, or often people will think that we deal with hate, but it's all love. And they will think often that PT is rude by the stuff he's saying. You will only find him rude or inappropriate if you're stuck in a muggle world. Because I
Yeah.
can take anything from PT. Anything, and I want more. I want more
Yeah.
Plogs and more stuff and more truth and more facts and more. Like, I
Right.
can't get enough of this stuff. But
Yes.
some people will be offended and find him rude or find him because of the truth that he brings. But the truth is shocking at times. It can be
Mhm.
very shocking also to know that you have lived all your life like a freaking idiot. Yeah, it's shocking. It was shocking for me.
Right.
Not afraid to admit it, but I'm gone
Mhm.
to something else now. I'm want to give my life for higher and divine and trying to make this world a better place instead of just having the prudence, to be the prudence and prudence is to be careful. Like,
Yeah.
where are you? Why do you have so much prudence? Like, we careful about what? Like, you think someone here knows what they're doing? None of us know what they're doing. We're just doing things. Like,
Mhm.
we're just doing something to be of service. Now, is it? Do I have something, a script written for my future? No, day by day. But I don't use caution and prudence and come here and be all cautious because, hey, I'm live on YouTube. You don't like it, go somewhere else. You don't like truth. You don't like reality and facts and stuff because that's what the people a lot demand today. If you're on YouTube, often it's because you seek something else than mainstream. So,
Mhm.
but no, yes, it's becoming a big word, prudence, and it's yeah, for all the right or wrong reason. whatever.
Right.
Tell me, Frank, about the prudence.
Yes. I love how PT puts these words together. Prudence from a virtue has now become a swear word. So, yes, it's like you said, prudence is to, I even pulled it up right here. What do we say? Ability to govern and discipline oneself by the use of reason and its cautiousness. And like, and so for people to actually discipline and govern themselves by reason, it is a little tougher because so many things are illogical, irrational, unreasonable. The system and the forces that govern the majority of people here do not take into consideration those individuals' well-being whenever they are making those laws or passing bills or and all of this is just like legislature or whatever. But the fact of the matter is they've thrown caution to the wind. They don't care about the people, they just care about trying to satisfy their cravings, their desires, and stack up their bank account, whatever, and they'll give all sorts of excuses. Well, everyone else is doing it, then so I have to do it. And so if I'm going to be part of the system, I might as well, become a Freemason or something, or, might as well do these things. And, before you know it, you're on the list, and you've been flying to the island or whatever.
Exactly. I like what you said at the beginning. You said what did you read at the beginning? Reread it again.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I just pulled it up. I just searched the thing. So it says prudence, the definition is the ability to govern and discipline yourself by the use of reason.
Okay. Govern and discipline yourself by the use of reason.
Mm-hmm.
But to be able to reason, you can be in fear.
Yeah.
Because the fear, there's a gland in your head. You have a head. There's a gland in there that triggers the fear. That's why when you're really in fear, your air on your bodies goes up and you feel it. You feel the fear.
Yeah.
Well, they play on a very, very subtle level to keep you permanently in fear. And that's why you fear what other people think of you. You fear the weather. You fear freaking everything almost.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps you away from reasoning properly and having common sense. From my perspective, I'm not saying it's the ultimate truth. That's what I think. That's my experience. But a lot of the non-reasoning come from the fear that we cultivate inside, not culti-love.
Yeah.
You culti-love wisdom, you cultivate fear.
Right.
Boom.
Yeah. Boom. I love that. But yeah, I mean, so like PT says here, it's become a swear word because it has been, if you are exercising prudence, then what? You're no fun anymore. You're not going to be able to go out and go with the crowd and to go, and stop caring about yourself and to start polluting and destroying your body and taking advantage of other people and stuff like that. So those are actions that a prudent person would not do. So if you're not going to do that, then you're a party pooper. Then you're, and like PT says here, no wonder many find P rude. Because he's going to tell you some facts that are straight up.
Yeah.
That you have to take care of yourself. That actually you are not as good as you think you are, and you need to face that, and you need to start being real with yourself about being honest with your own choices and really, if you want good for yourself, you need to start taking into consideration like the choices that you're making and start to change yourself for the better. But many people aren't willing to do that because you have to look different to others, or in people's own minds. Oh, I'm going to be perceived differently by others. I'm going to have to explain things to people, and I'm not just going to eat the steak on my plate, but I would rather have rice and beans or whatever. So, but it's much better, actually. The outcome is much better. You're the only thing, like PT says, he says, with meditation, centration, and all these kind of things, that it's all for your well-being, and the only thing that's going to get hurt is your ego. And so it's only your ego that you have to start to put that down, and start to be willing to change for the positive. And you don't have to be this version of yourself that you thought you were, that goes along with all of these backwards ways that is part of these times that we're in right now. So,
and a good way to get rid a bit of that ego that is overinflated into many of us is just admit you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Just admit it. You don't know freaking nothing.
Uh-huh.
Stop walking around like you know everything, Mr. Know-It-All or Madame Know-It-All. You don't know nothing. And that's your ego right there. They have built it up inside you for you to go roam this earth pretending you know something or you know everything. For most, you can't teach them anything because they know it all. So you want to get rid of that ego? Stop pretending. Stop playing like a child. Pretend that you know everything, or that you even know something. You don't even know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even understand yourself, and you're trying to understand others.
Right.
Je dirais pas le mot je veux dire, mais on va dire hello. We know hell is low. We don't need to be reminded here tonight. So yeah. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say.
Yes. Very nice.
So maybe the next one. This one was nice and short. Yeah. The next one, ne vous arrêtez pas maintenant. Don't stop us now, I think, en anglais.
Oh, you know what? That was the only one that I didn't. So I got Dear Prudence, The Myth. I got Ignore at Your Own Risk, and Self-Belief. That was the only one that I
do self-belief anyway. It's long enough. And
Yeah.
it's probably gonna, it's 3 pages, I think I have for self-belief. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll do that one. We'll finish with that one tonight. We'll do the others next Monday.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, self-belief. The absolute root of all this world's problems is the one single delusion people carry that they can generate bliss and happiness using their own self's ideas, tools, and calculations without bowing down to the divine. The fact that they can't stares back at them all the time, from the time when they were kids and came off the theme park ride feeling empty, to when they are teenagers and come back home feeling sick after a night out with so-called friends. People are usually old and bitter and twisted before they even mildly confront this fact. Even then, they still just clench their teeth, which is supposed to be seen as a smile, and carry on pretending, till they can pretend no more. Death. If one is really asleep and dumb, one may ask, how is pollution and millions of other problems related to this? It is easy to trace the root of each of these problems in negative qualities like greed, etc., which in turn emanate from the self's absolute belief in itself, the clear knowing of what will make it happy and how to get it. And those whom this self-belief is dwindling, and rightly so, evil's minions are there to reinforce it, disguised as friends, counselors, and preachers. In this time called Kali Yuga, one is surrounded by this reinforcement setup called society, and thus needs to have a strong sense of honesty about one's own state, to not listen to the evil sermons, who is just looking for recruits in this battle with divine.
Wow. That's big. That's
big. Big, yes.
La confiance en soi. La racine même de tous les problèmes de ce monde est l'unique illusion que les gens entretiennent de pouvoir générer le bonheur et la félicité par leurs propres idées outils et calculs sans se soumettre au divin, le fait qu'ils en sont incapables, leur saute aux yeux sans cesse depuis l'enfance. Lorsqu'ils descendent d'une attraction à sensation avec un sentiment de vide jusqu'à l'adolescence, et le retour à la maison avec le malaise après une soirée arrosée avec de soi-disant amis, les gens sont généralement vieux, amers et aigris avant même d'envisager cette réalité. Et même alors, ils serrent les dents, ce qui est censé passer pour un sourire, et continuent de faire semblant jusqu'à ce que la mort les emporte. Si l'on est vraiment endormi et aveugle, on peut se demander quel est le lien entre les pollutions et des millions d'autres problèmes. Il est facile de remonter à la racine de chacun d'eux problèmes liés aux qualités négatives telles que l'avidité, etc., qui, à leur tour, émanent de la croyance absolue du moi en lui-même, l'ignorance manifeste de ce qui le rendrait heureux et comment l'obtenir. Chez ceux dont la confiance en soi s'amenuise, et, à juste titre, les scribes du mal sont là pour la renforcer. Déguisés en amis, conseillers, prédicateurs, en cette ère appelée Kali Yuga, on est entouré par ce système de renforcement qu'est la société. Et ainsi, il est nécessaire d'avoir un sens aigu de l'honnêteté quant à sa propre condition pour ne pas écouter les sermons du mal qui ne cherchent qu'à recruter les adeptes dans sa lutte contre les divins. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
I love this kind of stuff. I love this kind of stuff. This is really what's happening. Like you said at the beginning, la racine, the root of all the problems, okay, is people think they can generate that by themselves, all the bliss, the happiness, and they generate happiness and stuff, but it's always within the illusion.
Yes.
Like a trip to go shopping, like they call that happiness. Going to Costco, they call that happiness. Like, I'm happy I'm going to Costco. Like, hello. Yeah, that's why you're in the hell, because it's low. And that's where you will remain until you decide to get out of hell. But yeah.
Yes.
And he said here something that caught my attention. And Daniel made a song about it, and he said hold on, where did he say that? Chacun des problèmes liés à l'avidité, on peut se demander. La pollution. The pollution. Daniel did a song, it's called World Pollution. And he said, it's weird because they talk about world pollution, but they do not talk how they pollute the human.
Right.
And it's very good because we're all out there talking about world pollution. We are the first in line to be polluted with nonsense, with bad food, with and after that, as within, so without. So for sure, the earth will become a trash place for many. They do not cherish it. They do not cherish the earth and what the earth has to offer. They just trash it because the state of mind is geared toward that. So it's very... unless you are willing to not listen to those charlatans out there, or like there's many, they all gonna go under that big system. There's many, there's priests there, I can name them. He says here, les serments du mal.
Yeah.
Les scribes du mal sont là pour la renforcer. Yeah. La confiance en soi s'immunise, l'ignorance manifeste que c'est que tu es heureux pour l'obtenir. Yeah. And with that also is just to inflate your ego, even a little bit more every time. Inflates the ego, and it becomes so thick and so impenetrable at one point. You can't even talk to people these days. You can't even talk to them. Like, they don't listen, but they don't want to hear what you have to say also. So that's why I come on YouTube and I speak here, because I love to speak, but I can't. because the
Yeah.
stuff I talk about, no one wants to deal with it or hear it or face it or so.
Right, right.
But here I am being myself and I let everything out and I will always do that. It might be rough. It's tough love, definitely. If you find it rough, it's just because it's tough love. But I
Hmm.
think we need to a serious waking up, all of us, to all look at our own ways. Stop looking at the neighbor, at pointing the finger all around, and look in the mirror and make the change. It's up to you. It's on you. It's on you. It's on me. It's on all of us. But I can't do it alone. I can't change the earth. Can't
Right.
change the world by myself.
Hmm.
So at least if we're all in divine, live in this love and divine grace, shouldn't we share all the same energy? Just like if you have a wife, Ben did a song, same energy. If you love me, you should share the same energy. But we love each other. No, I always say I love you, I love you. We share the same energy.
Right, right.
So if we are living in love and grace, which we are, if you don't see it, it's because you're blind. You're blind to everything, so blind to love, blind to like anyway. You say you love, but do you really love? Because look at your action. You say you love your children, but do you really love your children? Because loving someone is has to do with evolution, with evolve.
Yeah.
You should
Yep.
make them
Exactly.
evolve if you love them, or try to get them to evolve, not keep
Hmm.
feeding them Fruit Loops and
Yeah.
freaking like I can Pepsi and pizza and popcorn and name it. The popcorn in the bag and shit. Like so bad this shit.
Yeah.
Like so bad, so bad. The soft drink. The my god. But there is people buying it because it stays on the shelf. So maybe if we stop buying it, that's why the power is us. We have the power to reverse everything overnight. But you need energy. Energy is truth. Oh my, I love this. I love this. Energy is truth. Greetings, Shiv Narayan. Wow, energy is truth. And I was just talking about energy. I didn't see it. I just seen it now. Right. This is a divine synchronicity right there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Right.
Large up. Energy is truth. And yeah, if we love each other, if we live in love and grace, let's share the same energy. The healing energy. We're all under major trauma. So it's time to heal. That's all. It's time to heal, give thanks for life, and hoping to create love and ascension with your soul, with your body, with everything that you possess in you, and you rise and shine. Yeah. Anyway,
Yes, yes.
I go on this stuff, so I don't know how to say it no more. Wake up. Me too. I need to wake up even more. There's some stuff I should let go. I should. But I come here to whip myself to greatness. Well, hopefully one day it's gonna work. Put on
Yes.
your phone.
Yes, this self belief, this is definitely what can keep people in those loops. There's so many different ways that, and just bringing it, right to the point, like PT starts out with, absolute root of this world's problems is the belief that we can generate our own happiness without uh, bowing down to divine, and without that, right, that act alone is an acknowledgement that there is something beyond me, there's something greater than me that I am reliant on for everything. My energy that I am that is keeping my body alive is coming from these five elements that make up this existence, and those elements make up my body also. I am the spirit that my consciousness is experiencing everything through is inside of this body, which is made of the elements, and the elements also sustain this body. And so we have to be, acknowledging that and giving our gratitudes and our praise to that every day, and to divine and higher. Um, and so that's what keeps us humble too, that doesn't let us get too egotistical or too proud about things that, like, because the thing is, there's so much false pride here today because people want to be proud about things that are devolving. They want to go around and wave their flag about how ignorant they are, and that's not cool, like you're just doing a disservice to everyone, including yourself, by doing that. But at the same time, divine has given us that choice to love what we want to. We can direct our love, our attention, our energy toward whatever we choose. And so having that awareness is it's a gift, to know that.
And even money, I was thinking about that the other day. And even when you have whatever you do, you are, or you're doing, if you get money or if you get a lot of money, it will only inflate who you are. Like
Mhm.
if I receive one day like a talking big amount, it will only inflate what I'm doing now. I will
Right.
only become more of what I am now because that's the desire that I have to become more of what I am
Yeah.
each and every day to be better than my own self.
Hmm.
I'm not here to be better than freaking anyone, Joe Rogan or name it. I don't give a shit. I want to be better than myself each and every day. But
Yes.
yeah, definitely, it takes dedication and work and focus. But you can only attain that through, yeah, the perseverance, bro.
Hmm.
Perseverance and alignment, and it's up to each and every one of us to do it. I can do it for you. You can do it for me. And you can be me, and I can be you. So why don't you just be you
Yep.
and let me be me? Let me be me and be you.
Hmm.
No, instead of that, we want to be copycat of others or whatever stuff you do that is another billion do exactly like you. Just be yourself. Be you. The world needs you as you, not you as the program muggle, but the real you. The world needs you, definitely. Because
Yeah.
the real you is love. Love and grace. And
Hmm.
especially if you align with Iron Divine, but you think you're gonna be guided to the evil side? It's impossible. And we all have that divine love and grace inside, and it's just waiting to be expressed. And so, yeah, no, it's a great opportunity to do it each and every day that we're alive, and I will not stop definitely. But yeah, you want to add something else, Frank?
Yeah, it's just all these writings are so inspiring, and definitely grateful for Guru PT's words of wisdom, and just how he ends it here. It really is like we have to have a strong sense of honesty about our state, to not get sucked into those, what he says, evil sermons that are just looking for recruits in the battle with
Yeah,
divine, because there's all sorts of positions and paid places that you can just be, a minion for the evil system. But, if we work on this process of really like becoming more conscious, more conscientious, awakening ourselves, and really taking time to, do our practice, eating well, doing our centration, doing our repetitions, connecting with nature. These are the things that's going to help us stay alert and aware, and stay humble. Because when we're expressing all these gratitudes and acknowledging these forces that are supporting our life, then yeah, that's going to keep us in good graces with divine, and it's going to keep our focus and our attention on the right kind of things. So grateful for PT's guidance in
you
this
know,
practice.
if I go shopping or if I go to a doctor office or somewhere like that, I will have to hear what they play on the radio. I don't want to hear it, but I will have to hear it and go
Yeah,
along
right.
with it and maybe sing the song in a grocery store. I've done it before because it plays on the
Uh,
radio. Because I'm a happy man, so yeah, I sing everywhere.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I catch myself often just singing in the grocery store. Anyway, where I wanted to get with this, I forgot. I don't know. I lost it. I don't know.
Well, we just got to keep, coming back to divine, because I think those are the kind of things that suck us into these programs and these kind of, they got all these little loopholes and traps. I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
that's
yeah.
where you're
Oh,
going.
it's full of
But
traps. It's full of traps out there,
yeah,
and that's why you get trapped because you're not vigilant, and
yeah,
focused, and you cannot recognize the trap. But there's so many traps. It's like the cult of oops, and
yeah,
you're gonna hoop from one cult to another, and if you're not vigilant, well, you will end up in the wrong cult, and that
yeah.
can take your life away. Even sometimes I've
Hmm.
heard that stuff in cults and stuff, and not only take your life away in many different, not just physically, mentally. I
Right, right.
think, and be gone mentally is worse than be gone physically, because if
Hmm.
you're gone physically, you can feel it. You're not there. You're not there. You don't know you're dead. When I'm gonna be dead, I don't know I'm gonna be dead. I'm not even gonna know I existed because
Yeah,
I'm gonna be dead. So what's the
exactly.
point of sweating the small stuff if we're all gonna freaking die? Like, why sweat the small stuff? I don't get it. So I'm done sweating the small stuff.
There you
I
go.
freaking done.
Yes,
Anyway, my people, it was a pleasure to be with you again tonight.
yes, definitely.
All love. And we'll be forward again next Monday, me and Frank and PT on the Truman Show on the 25th about Vedic philosophies. Now, there's all kinds of questions I have. But me and Frank also will brainstorm together to really have that, because I would like to have something. But again, I hope PT is not gonna solve the whole talk in the first 2 minutes. Like I
It's
had
very
all
possible.
kinds of stuff. Yeah, I had all kinds of stuff prepared the last time, but I didn't have a chance really to dive into it because he set the record straight at start.
Yeah, yeah.
He's here for that, to set the record straight. So
Mhm.
definitely, if you listen, he will straight you up. Definitely. And
Yes.
oh yeah, yeah. He can polish you like a diamond, like a gem, if you listen and you really take in his teachings and apply it. Apply it.
Hmm.
Don't read PT's book and watch TV for 10 hours after. Like, that's not coherent. It doesn't match
Exactly.
together.
Exactly.
So he's gonna help you also to purge distraction and stuff, because you're just gonna want more and more of what he has to offer. So definitely,
Yes.
Shiv Narayan, PT the greatest, PT the goat. Yeah, PT
Yes.
the goat.
Greatest of all
So yeah,
time.
yeah, the greatest of all time. So much love, everyone. We are officially signing out. It's been an hour and 2 minutes, and
Yes.
been a pleasure and honor always. See ya.
See you in the next one.
Boom. Yeah, see you in the next one. We'll be forward again very soon.
That's right.